All right, this is Life is Full of It. Back with Declan and now Donnie's on here from Best of His podcast.
What's your middle name, Donnie?
Christopher.
So, Donald C. Askey.
Yep.
DCA.
DCA. We're talking about bleeding vaginas. Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about weird
small children drawing pictures of them.
Well, maybe it's funny because I just watched Superbad today, and he had the problem of drawing dicks. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
it's like the best part of the movie
every
because
time
the credits roll and there's more and more pictures.
Every time I watch movies, I usually go on IMDb and look up trivia to look up different like insights of the movie. And with them, there was a huge thing about drawing the penises that they had through the MPAA. They had to have them look over every one of their drawings and be approved that it was okay, which I don't get it because it's a big ass wiener riding a rocket and a wiener having tanks fight after. I don't get how you go, yeah, this is okay, this is not.
Mm-hmm, that crosses the line.
But
it shows too many violent acts of war.
But it's just funny because you're talking about the kid. But how did even the story go?
About the kid drawing the picture? Well, I just remember that because I told you I got in contact with him later in life. This is like 6th grade. And I was friends with him, but there was 2 stories, and I asked him about both these stories, and he said one of them happened and denied the other. The first one, we were playing dodgeball. It's Christian school. It's a private school. You can't do anything and not get in trouble for it. And I remember, like, I don't even think there's that many people there, but we're playing dodgeball, and like I think someone like threw a ball at him and he dodged it, and then he mooned him, like just pulled down his pants in the middle of like private school.
And he agreed to this though, right?
He said that happened. Yeah. He said that happened. But the other one, he drew a picture of a bleeding vagina and showed it to me, but then I think he got caught with it and got expelled. Never saw him again. Yeah, and he denied it.
And he showed you it.
I remember this fucking picture, yeah.
That is so like I mean
you don't forget something like that.
That's kind of bad too, though, because where did he see this and how did he learn about it? You know what
exactly. I mean, like I said, he was into anime. He's probably just parents had less of a lock on him than mine did. So
I knew a kid in high school drew like hentai in his notebook.
Yeah, see, different kids and different parents or whatever households.
The weird part though is kids get good at drawing, so.
So you got a boner or what?
No,
what's the weird part?
The weird part is like. I wonder if that's like the gateway, like to doing that shit on the internet, right? Because people make buco money drawing porn on the internet.
Yeah,
like
buco
money.
So when you're looking at porn and it says, "Are you jacking off again?" Do you ever answer it?
No.
No.
Why?
Sometimes I'm just like, yes.
That's a fucking ad.
I know.
Like verbally, you verbalize it. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm kind of down a little bit, like.
No, I'm on Pornhub.
The wife's sleeping. Yeah,
I don't know, but I like more professional porn than you guys like. I'm on a website and it's not asking me
because you go on. Number one, it sounds like that.
I go on Pornhub and that's about it.
No, but he goes to the
site,
the big names.
Oh, okay,
like Brazzers or whatever, and he goes and he probably just watches the clip, 30-second clip. You go Google trying to find that video.
I used to, yeah. I don't watch that much porn anymore, honestly.
So you know your porn is required to have a story, though?
No, it's not even that. It's just the quality. I'm just a bougie bitch.
Like, damn, that audio.
I need some production quality, yeah, for sure. It's not the story at all. It's for me, porn is more about the actors or whatever.
But see, for me, like
the girls,
on
obviously,
Brazzers and stuff like that, they seem so much more fake. The actresses and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not. The quality of the acting.
You're more worried about the lighting and the camera.
Just the quality of the video. I can watch this video in like 2160
4K.
Yeah,
VR.
But I'm also, I don't know, amateur porn just doesn't really do it for me because I feel like I'm looking for a needle in a haystack at that point. As far as somebody I'd really like, oh, she's super hot. You know what I mean?
I just think amateur porn. It sounds so dirty to be like I love it, but it's people really having sex, not acting or whatever.
Yeah, I got it, but porn stars have sex better than anybody, so I don't really. I get what you're saying.
You can't really have an argument over like preferences.
They're not
right? like nobody will ever understand.
Yes, they're acting, but at a certain point, if a dude's good enough and whatever, all the details, then the girl isn't acting, and she's getting fucked as hard as as somebody will ever get fucked.
Could you?
That's my point.
Could you date a porn star?
Would I date one?
Could you? Yeah.
Oh no.
Just no, straight up no.
Yeah, I don't even know if I date a stripper.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird to have a guy.
Plus, I can't really see a stripper being my type.
I've seen some good-looking strippers.
I don't mean physically.
Personality-wise.
Oh,
Of course they're hot.
Donnie's very old school.
I don't
you see.
mean.
He's very trad.
I've seen some regular girls that look like they're good-looking, but they're not like fake big boobs and all that stuff. But
I've never been to a strip club. Also, fun fact.
you should go. Bring your girlfriend.
She's been to one.
She probably would
Women
be
like
with you.
going. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's weird, but it just costs money
Yeah, I'm like not about it.
because it's like
It's a sanitary thing
it's,
for me.
yeah, you wouldn't like
Fuck
that
that
at all.
shit.
I'm about to go in some swishy pants with no underwear and get a laptop, a lap dance.
Did I tell you about somebody that I know who
Somebody that you used to
I don't
know.
want to use names, but somebody that
Remember, you can censor this or edit it.
went to the. It's more work for me.
Get this child out of the room.
Went. Oh yeah.
Get out of here, child. Take your mangy dog.
Went to
with
my
you.
child. I say child.
Get a haircut.
I say child.
He needs a haircut.
He
you
loves.
look like
he
fucking-
loves
you look like
how
the
long
fifth
it is.
Beatle over there. Huh?
He was mad when I
You
cut.
can put your
I
hair
cut
up in
all
a
his
bun.
hair
That's
off.
not something to brag about.
I cut all his hair off, and he's like, oh, "I hate that it's not in my eyes again." Now he's just like, "Fuck you, Dad. I'm letting it go beyond my eyes."
I waited till like senior year to do that.
But did I tell you about the person that got to go in the back room of the champagne room stripper and the money he dropped?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because I don't want to put him on blast. Yeah.
There's some things.
There's a Capri
bring
Sun
me-
with your
yeah.
name on
Some
it.
bubbly.
If there's another Capri Sun, could you bring me one too?
They're on the
Could
right.
you just bring me a Capri Sun regardless of what the
Beer me a Capri Sun.
Grazie.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's my wife. Shit's fire, dude.
Is it like the pineapple one?
I think it's either pineapple or pineapple mango. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It makes your semen taste better.
I don't.
That's a.
See,
That's like an urban myth.
I've
I've tried my semen.
I'm
and
glad
it
you
just-
understood where I was going.
Is that
with
an urban myth? I heard if you eat more sweet stuff, then it tastes sweet.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Donnie, open up.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think.
How much would it cost you to taste your own semen?
Well, okay.
Not much. How much? How much? That's
Not-
the.
I don't know
Not
what
much.
part of your body adds the flavor to the semen. That's the question, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
there's no way like drinking something
But,
sweet's
no,
gonna
but I-
reach all the way to your fucking testes,
But
right?
I've
It's
heard-
not like you're peeing it out, right?
But I've heard porn stars say that. That's where I heard it. Because the porn stars get on podcasts and shit, and they tell you whatever they fucking ask.
Do you know if your
them.
pee smells sweet? You should probably get tested.
I'm
I don't think I've ever
diabetic.
smelled sweet mice.
The doctors used to. That's how they
You've never
tested
had
it.
like asparagus and then
No, I'm saying I've never smelled my pee and it was sweet.
yeah, so you
definitely.
probably shouldn't have to worry about prostate
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah.
No, it's diabetes.
It's also cancer. It's like you could get any number.
Because
of
back in the day,
It's
that's
a
how
lymphoma.
that's how doctors used to find out.
John
They-
Hopkins lymphoma.
doctors would drink pee,
That's
and
not
that's
even
how
the
they
right
would
name
know.
for it.
I went to school for Johnny Hopkins.
It's Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah.
But yeah, far as that, I remember I used to listen to Loveline like all the time, and they would get tons of calls from lifeguards that were like, "Does my semen smell like chlorine because I work at a pool or whatever?"
No,
Yeah, and Dr. Drew would say no. So more,
you're not drinking chlorine.
more
dummy.
well, they don't get it. Well, a lot of people don't get it, but they're just putting
Does
two and two
spider
together.
have puss?
But
You've never seen that video before?
but
Somebody on. So people ask really dumb things on Yahoo Answers and shit like that.
mhm.
And some people don't know how to speak English. So there's like this guy goes. There's one video where a guy goes and finds all the different people asking about being pregnant and how badly they misspell it.
Oh,
And he says it like it's spelled. And there's another one that's just somebody on Yahoo Answers asks, "Does spider have puss?" And the only response on it is no.
What the fuck does spider have puss?
Does spider have puss? Does spider have puss?
That's a good screen name.
Does spider have puss?
Or-
spider puss?
Or porn name, whatever you want to go with.
Spider puss? What are we,
But
like
do you-
Bond girls?
But do you guys ever smell your own stuff?
No.
My pee?
No.
Oh,
Oh, my pee.
The
I get
other
my
stuff?
face down to the toilet and just waft it
The
in
good
there.
stuff?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You've never. I don't.
never thought
I've
to.
never put my nose in it, but I've
I
smelled.
never
I
jerked
can
off,
smell
had a
it.
handful of juice, and then put. Oh, you know what?
No, I could just smell it. Maybe mine's just super fucking strong.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe when girls are like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it tastes
after
so
I'm done
good."
jacking off, I lick my fingers.
Hate when girls are always like that in porn. It's like so good, and it's like I
But
don't.
they would say that if it tasted like a fucking urinal. They
Why?
would say that. What?
What do you mean?
They would, no matter what it tastes like. They're
I
gonna say
know.
it
Why?
tastes
So I
good.
said I don't believe that shit.
But I've heard the porn star said it. She said if a guy eats sweet stuff, then that does taste.
Does that
sweet.
work opposite?
If you eat savory, it'll taste savory.
No. Yeah, I ended up. Damn, it's spicy today.
Tastes like
God
roast
damn.
beef.
Yeah, sorry.
Honey, next time you eat, can you
Sorry, babe. I had too many jalapeno poppers.
yeah, can you make it some spicy?
Yeah, she's like, ooh, spice.
Caliente.
It's like tahini.
No, he's saying if it's reverse, like you
For a
went
girl?
down on
Yeah.
a girl, like
If she ate sweet stuff.
yeah, it's like
I have no idea.
this is this tastes a little bit like sweet and sour. Speaking of which, I'll put the story on because that's what it deals with.
Sweet and sour.
No, with
The Spider of Puss Puss?
yeah, no.
What are you playing right now? Is it like an ad?
Though it's the ad for me to get to because I saw it on TikTok, but I guess it's a very famous story, but I don't think it's true.
Is this the Jolly Rancher thing?
Yeah.
I don't. Is it gonna make the audience sick? Are we gonna get demonetized?
You
for this?
you could turn away right now and not listen to it if you have a weak stomach. But I had a weak stomach.
Just play it through the computer.
Barbara, your parents are right there.
It's okay. This is not my story. I'm sure.
Oh,
a
this
lot
is
of you
Rooster
might be
Teeth?
familiar with
Yeah.
the story. I don't know
I
if
did that
guys
because you
are.
like them.
Do you know
I
the Jolly
don't.
Rancher story?
No. Yeah, yes.
I like
No,
some of
go on.
them.
What is it? Is it bad? This man has scared me. Okay, if you have any kind of sensitivity at all, you should
There you
leave
go.
Austin immediately. Oh, whoa. A sprinter. Someone's running.
Skip ahead. She's about to start it right now. She cleared her throat to take it.
Yeah, I'll give her a minute or
I don't think I actually know the story, just heard the story enough
See,
times.
but my
I
thing
gotta
is,
say that two girls
listening
walk
to
up.
it, you gotta. I'm talking to you right now. You gotta listen to this and think, is this real or not real?
Probably not.
So, Bunny, you know this story. I know of
Because I feel like
Just skip a fucking head, bro.
So is it just whoever gags first and we're done with the story?
it's not even that long.
Tell me, Ernie. Just
You have
give me
to
a
tell
fu-
the story.
No, just then don't worry about it.
Samantha went off to college in August.
Okay.
She went to Florida State. He went to Penn State.
Why is that relevant? Okay, sorry. Back
And they're gonna interrupt it the
she
whole
decided
fucking
to fly to
time.
Pennsylvania to visit him. He was really happy to see her, so he decided to give her some oral action. He had done this numerous times before, and he always enjoyed doing it. But for some reason, this time, she smelled really horrible, and she tasted even worse. He didn't want to offend her, though, because he hadn't seen her in months. So he put a Jolly Rancher in his mouth to cover it up. Even
That's
though it didn't
not
do
even
too
the
much to
worst.
help.
To be fair, I just gagged because I was imagining watermelon flavor.
Y'all ain't like
I
this.
hate watermelon.
He accidentally
Agreed.
pushed the candy inside of her
At least
and stuck
so.
a finger in to grab it out.
Artificial
He,
flavor.
he took it out and put it back in his mouth and bit it.
That guy's, we're in the splash zone for that guy.
Only, it wasn't the Jolly Rancher.
That's enough.
It was a nodule of gonorrhea.
Go on.
She don't need to go on.
What happened next?
As in, the blister-like structure that...
Oh, yeah, that's enough.
Mm.
You're going to end on the cliffhanger?
Oh,
Everybody, Barbara, don't come in.
this made me gag. They're all
I just
gagging.
want to say, the first 3 rows, just like, they leaned over like you're going down a roller coaster.
It made me literally sick.
I didn't know it had nodules.
I didn't know gonorrhea had nodules in pieces to eat. But
Well, Gavin, don't get right up against
this is such a
disgusting.
I didn't even get to the best part.
No.
this is such a story that it seems too good to be true, but also it's to be make this up would take a lot.
I smell a post show.
I don't I don't think there's much more really to it besides he did that.
As in, the blister-like structure that gonorrhea makes filled with
Yeah, stop. Turn this off.
diseased pus.
Please turn it off.
Do you think that's a real story?
No.
It's on Urban Dictionary, so I don't know, how to cite that source.
There's no citing required. Whatever. Your name's on there, bro. I bet if you type in Ernest Enriquez, you'll find a fucking dictionary definition for that.
That'd be cool.
It'll probably say, "Oh, he's a really cool guy," or "He's such a fuckhead." It'll probably say one of those two things because it's either somebody put it up for themselves or somebody's just a petty little bitch.
One thing I read that was gross. Well, it's not really gross. It's just wow.
Hurry up.
What do you want me to go to?
Say it. What's the other gross thing?
My dad had a Playboy subscription.
You have to go to your doctor for that?
Yeah. So I honestly, people are like, yeah, you read the articles, dude. I'd read the fuck out of Playboy. I mean, there's like literally like
okay.
There's like 20 something pictures of
Just
like
get to the
naked
gross thing.
It's not really that gross, but it's just weird. So, my favorite part was to read the letters they send in with like issues that happen. And one thing that happened was this dude messed around with some chick. Like they went out for dinner and all that. They dated and like one night they went out and then they had sex or whatever. And then he was like burning like crazy in his wiener. And he didn't know what it is. And he went to the doctor. They couldn't find anything. They didn't know what the hell was going on, but it's burning. Like this dude's dick just would not stop burning. And what happened was he did her in the butt, and they ended up finding out that there was a jalapeno seed lodged inside of his wiener.
From her butt?
Yeah, because we don't digest seeds that well.
Yeah.
So somehow while he's digging in there,
Nice.
how he's digging in
That's
there.
better than the fucking other story.
The other story was just hard.
The other story is just fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just you can live with that.
The jalapeno seed is at least funny.
Well, not for the guy walking around that has a seed.
He's like,
lodged.
It's like those fish.
The fish.
The fish that climb. Up
I only know that from Anaconda. Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
And they just go up your.
He goes to the doctor.
They literally
and
have
he's like,
barbs on the
fire
side.
shoot out my dick.
No, you don't understand. I have to go outside and
It's like a
piss.
comic book.
I can't piss in my house. I'll burn my house down. It's like, let me get this right. You're having a burning sensation?
It's just
having some
gasoline
kind of
like on
burning
fire.
sensation? No, I'm telling you, I got to go piss outside or my house is burned down. Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah, you ruined it with the gonorrhea story. Thanks, Ernie.
no,
Soiled that.
we were telling stories of in our
Do you
childhood.
have a yay clip? You said you had a yay clip.
I do.
First off, Donnie, what do you think about yay?
I think he's batshit crazy. But
Here comes the anti-Semitism.
Well, I just watched South Park, and it's funny.
I
'cause
agree with his sentiments on Jews.
even back then,
No, like
he was still crazy.
I watched some of that podcast before it even hit. Because
Which one, the Alex Jones one or the Lex Friedman one?
No, he was on Drink Champs
Oh.
for the second time, and they're both like 3-hour interviews because, of course, it's EA is going to get more views and blah blah blah.
Why you gotta be?
But
so
like I watched some of it. I remember watching it before all the shit happened and he got canceled or whatever, and I didn't really think it was. I don't know.
People think he's a genius.
But anyways, my point being is then I later watched another podcast with Ari Shaffir on that one comedian's podcast that I can't remember his name. But I like Ari Shaffir, and he's notoriously Jewish. Like most of his stand-up is Jewish.
His name is Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, most of his stand-up is like usually Jewish jokes, but or a good portion of it. And he was like, I don't see what the big deal is. He just expressed some disinterest in whatever blah 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 people, but he didn't say anything really anti-Semitic. He wasn't like, oh, those snake Jews need to keep their hands off my money or whatever the hell, like he's not Bobby Fischer over here.
I forgot about that.
Bobby Fish.
Did you watch the Alex Jones one?
No, yeah.
Not the one where he says he loves Hitler.
Did he?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
know.
like,
I didn't
I
catch
don't
wind
know.
of the. Of
I don't know.
Find the.
Who's this guy?
That's Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
Is this the one that you listen to?
No, Drink Champs with Nori and rappers and.
Oh,
no
yeah.
white
yeah.
people
This
on
was
the
like
show. Actually, there's
this is like before them because did you see his tweet? The DEF CON.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he spelled DEFCON wrong.
Yeah.
DEFCON. Did he say DEFCON? What did he say?
I think he said no. I think he might have spelled it right. I think
No,
it was DEA. It might have been DEA. Yeah, it might be Death Con instead of Def Con.
Go ahead and pull up.
But
what
it's
you're
funny
looking for
because he's
while
like DEF CON 3, and DEF CON 3 is like what we're in right now. We're like already in it. Like with
What's
the Ukraine.
serious one? Like
DEF CON 1.
Okay, yeah.
So it gets more serious as it goes down. So DEF CON 5 is like nothing. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's
no
the
nuclear
countdown
threat.
clock.
DEF CON 4, I believe, is like I looked this up recently. It's like it's economic issues and with 2 nuclear powers. DEF CON 3 is like basically borderline wars between 2 nuclear powers, like through a proxy state. So like Vietnam would have been DEF CON 3 and stuff like that, where nuclear arms is on the table just because 2 nuclear powers have interest in the same war, which would be where we're at now with Ukraine, I would guess. And then DEF CON 2 is like actual war, and DEF CON 1 is the nukes are launched.
That Dave Chappelle joke was hella funny when he's like, Russia's getting beaten by Ukraine. That's like, and they don't have, this is before they had weapons. They're getting stepping on Home Alone traps.
They're literally dropping grenades off from drones and shit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's go Ukraine, man. They fighting hard out there.
Me and Declan around Christmas time were watching number 2, and Donnie's super
Number 2?
Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
Every year I watch that and it's just too real, especially if I'm high. I'm like, this woman is really homeless. She's really kind of creepy. Probably like
He really killed
But
them multiple times.
But we talked
when he hit
about
him
how
with the
like
brick.
every fucking thing that happens to him in number 2 is like a death sentence.
It's
Yeah,
way
for
worse
sure.
than number 1. Number 1's like actual trash. He's killing them.
I know.
He throws a brick from like 4 stories
Yeah.
and hits him square in the head
Yeah.
like 3 times.
Yep.
And then he gets
He gets
electrocuted
electrocuted to be a
and-
skeleton.
I love that scene.
He steps on the nail, or is that the
That's the first one with the tar.
They
on
fall
them.
through the building.
Yes, and they land on each other.
They get hit by, instead of a paint can, a giant fucking metal
whatever
like
that is?
pipe or whatever.
that Macaulay Culkin could pick up, by the way, and toss.
Well,
He's super
it was on
strong.
ropes. It wasn't like he chucked it over the thing. But I'd say it was 30, 40 pounds. Kid can lift
in
that.
the head on the.
That's what I'm
back
saying.
of the
No,
head?
but I'm
saying-
saying about him picking it up.
A kid can lift 30, 40
yeah,
pounds.
yeah.
You think so?
Well, he could
100%.
roll it, right? It could have been on the second floor.
It shows him pick it up.
He lifts it over the hand railing.
Yeah, it shows him like kind of.
Well, he kind of has to let it go.
They
right?
make him
And that
struggle.
That does
He
most
just
of the work.
chucks it, but a kid can lift 30, 40 pounds. Logan can lift 30, 40 pounds.
I don't know. Logan, get in here.
Ernie,
I'm
can
a
you lift
25
30,
pound.
40 pounds with one arm?
Yeah.
Then Logan can lift 30, 40 pounds.
And I'm not. That's not like a definite number. That thing could have been 20 pounds. Still fuck you up in the head.
Yeah, especially if it hits in the back of the head.
Yeah. Like that.
So
That's
your-
25
so your-
pounds.
all your optical shit
That's
is back
25
here. So you get
pounds.
back here,
25
you
pounds is
go
pretty fucking heavy. That thing could have
Yeah.
been 25 pounds. Same thing. Still fuck you up. And
It'd
same,
been, that's way heavier than 25 pounds.
I mean, the paint can would fucking hurt,
it wasn't
right?
that big though.
It
Like
was
a paint
pretty
can's like 10 pounds, right? But a paint can swinging down, hitting you in the face is gonna hurt regardless, right?
Paint cans are heavy.
Yeah,
You think it'd break their nose?
it would. You think the
No,
brick would
they-
break
Right
his?
in the schnoz.
Yeah.
You think the brick would break his nose, his face?
Oh, the brick should have fucked him.
That's what I'm saying. He starts with that. That's the
I like,
first
I like
major
the Family
thing.
Guy where it's like, oh, look at all these micro machines on the ground. Yeah. The Nordom was kind of hot. I didn't hold on to it when I opened it though. And then there's the kid, and they shoot him. Goes, you gotta try the bloodline, and they're like, pow. No witnesses.
No,
Did you want to look up the clip you're talking about?
You can't. Find the yay saying he loves Hitler
My
clip.
friend, is why engineering isn't everything.
No,
And you
stop.
have to
This is the Lex Friedman thing. You got to go to the Alex Jones one. You got to find the thing where Ye says he loves Hitler.
Science,
You might have to go on Google and find it on like Vimeo or some shit. They might have banned it off YouTube.
Damn it.
engineering. The
Pause this. Oh my! How are you so bad at fucking technology?
Because I thought you would take it over. While
No. I'm the talking head of this podcast.
And you
This
want
is the one where I get to ramble. So
the one with Alex Jones and talking about what?
when Kanye says he loves Hitler.
But George Bush.
What did he say he loved about him?
He's like Hitler gave Germany all this stuff, and
Well, he was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
In like 1935, like
That's a big
way
swing. That's a big.
that's way before the war.
a big
Obama got a Nobel Peace
personal
Prize.
swing.
Obama killed people with
That's a big
drums.
personal 10-year swing to go for a Nobel Peace Prize.
You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well,
He's like, hold up.
I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being.
He's
has
also a black
something of
Israelite now,
value
too.
that they brought to the table.
Yay.
Especially Hitler.
Yeah, and he looks like a fucking luchador.
He's got the mask on.
I think that's
And like you're butting up with like Nick Fuentes, who's like a known fucking alt-right nationalist. Like
I don't know who Nick Fuentes is.
good.
Good.
Nick Fuentes is an alt-right nationalist. He's somebody who believes like don't mix the races and stuff like that.
And he's chilling with Kanye.
Yeah, he's running Kanye's campaign
What's his campaign? What do you mean?
for president.
Oh, he's still doing that.
Yes, apparently.
See,
Because they had dinner with Trump and everything.
that's what I was gonna say.
And Nick Fuentes was there.
I never would have believed he would have become president, but we clearly saw people will follow him. Will people blindly follow Kanye?
No.
He don't got that Trump power.
It's just not enough. It's just not enough people. Like, there's too many old people who like.
Now, do you think it's a race thing?
No,
No.
I think that there's when you're going off about like Jews. I think there's plenty of old like school Republicans like that are like still like in favor of the concept of Israel. That are like, oh yeah, Jews are our greatest allies and all this stuff. Because there's this period of sort of a break of I guess hatred for the Jews after World War II. Everybody was like, okay, clearly they're not the problem. We've been persecuting them for years. We gave them Israel, all this stuff. And like a lot of American sentiment towards Jews grew favorably immensely. So there's a lot of people that are still like in favor of the Jewish state and are, don't hate Jewish people, right? There's still plenty of people in the United States that don't hate anybody, right? That just aren't racist. But these aren't people that are like these aren't people that like hold disdainment for Jews, right? They may have like racist beliefs, right? But they're not like, I hate Jews, right? There's a separation.
Now is Kanye West saying he hates Jews? He's not saying quite he hates them though, right?
Not exactly, I guess. I don't know how
He's saying that they're messing
much
up
evidence
stuff,
do you
right?
need is my question.
I really.
He says they run like everything.
He says they run everything, which isn't racist. And I'm not trying to defend Kanye. I think he's fucking batshit crazy.
But he's implying that there's this Jewish cabal and that's racist.
Like some Illuminati shit?
Yes. And but making it about like one race is like that's racist, right? To assume that one race is like just trying to destroy every single other race secretly without it's the Protocols of the Elders of Zion shit, which isn't even a real book. It was basically a lie written by a Russian guy who hated Jews. All this like
It's like Kanye's Bible.
the connection
I'd read
between
Kanye's Bible.
the Jewish community in America and the African American community in America is very interesting. There's a lot of dynamics there that come from a shared history, a different history, different belief systems, different religion systems.
I think of The Office when he's trying to make people treat each other like their race, and he has, I think not Pam. Someone's got Jewish on their head, and the other person's got African American. Stanley, who's black, has African American on his head. And then he's like, "Oh, this is great! Come on, you guys both got it. You guys both have been through it. Come on!" And it's
Oh, they made a Jew joke in Glass Onion. The Kate Hudson, remember she got in trouble for saying some anti-Semitic joke. She's like, I didn't even know that meant Jewish people. She's like, Jewy.
Did you realize off subject that Colleen Wing was in it?
Colleen Wing from
Iron Fist and all those movies.
didn't really watch Iron Fist.
Oh,
yeah.
she's the assistant to her.
Is Iron Fist any
Yo-Yo
good?
Ma
Season 2 is really good, but it's because
I didn't even know it got 2 seasons.
it's because of Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, because they team up finally.
They're
like
a big
the
part
comics.
of it.
Oh, they're a huge part of it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And they're like detectives in it, basically. They're trying to search out stuff.
That sounds cool.
But yeah.
Who's the chick from Luke Cage? Is that Misty Knight? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that chick?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Then I should
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Ye.
Back to Ye.
What do you think about people, that deny the Holocaust ever happened?
I think they're idiots.
I mean,
Are you about to sit here right now and deny the Holocaust, Ernie?
no.
Okay.
I just think it's weird that we have so much. It's like flat earthers,
There's fucking pictures of the bodies.
but they're gonna tell you what they're fake.
Exactly. It's a moon landing. all
When I
over
was
again.
in high school, we read what's the book?
Crystal Nacht?
Yeah, I think so.
The Night of Broken Glass?
Yeah, and then my teacher had a real survivor come in, and he had the tattoo and everything. And
Damn, that's some dope shit.
They don't do that anymore. Now people be denying the Holocaust.
Well, we're losing people though.
True.
They're saying that we're down to like,
probably a handful.
yeah, it's like very minimum.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody's going around killing all of them.
No.
They're dying of old
Just
age.
Old age, yeah.
Just the way that it sounded implied in my brain. I was like, what are you implying?
They're still hunting them.
It's like Highlander rules.
Yeah. We're going a little too far with that. Kanye's like, yeah, for sure.
For show. Hitler built the Autobahn, even though Hitler didn't build the Autobahn.
Yeah.
He lied about like half the things Hitler
Didn't he say
accomplished.
railroads or
Shit like that.
roads and shit?
That's what he meant, is the Autobahn. That's the big highway that you can drive however fast you fucking want on. Donnie loved that highway.
Autobahn?
The Autobahn. The Autobahn.
My
I would love
friend,
that
it's funny.
shit.
I
But
was
how do you
actually-
like navigate? How do you
It
not
works
just
like
get
the U.S. Works like the U.S. highway system, where the
the
faster
fast
lane
lane.
is on the outside,
Yeah.
and then
My friend said he used to go out there and do
it's an enormous
donuts,
highway.
though. I don't know if that's
How many
possible.
lanes is it?
It's like fucking 10 or something.
Oh,
So you think it's
like that.
possible for him to do donuts?
I think it could be, yeah.
On the Autobahn?
Yeah.
You could do donut if our
Yeah,
highways are open.
yeah. But
you
our
could do
freeways
donut.
are usually got people on them.
Yeah, because we had to do more freighting. But
You're blowing all your smoke in my nostrils. Yeah, no, I was actually thinking about that, Frank, because he's Iranian, Persian, but he's definitely.
I heard this thing the other day. Persia hasn't existed for 200 years. It's not a thing anymore. You're Iranian.
I mean, is that not true?
Persia was like an enormous space. Like it was Turkey. It was all this place, but the Turks don't call themselves.
Are you able to say Turks?
That's the name.
The Turks.
The Turks. That's like, what am I supposed to call Turkeyan?
Makes me think of The Office again. He's like, is there a less offensive word than Mexican?
Is that offensive?
No, that's okay. But it's just funny because he's asking,
Mesoamerican?
he's asking Oscar, is there a less offensive word than Mexican? Yeah, and there's a lot going on. He keeps posting things about what's going on in Iran, and I feel weird because no one's talking about it. But
There's a lot of fucking shit to worry about right now.
as in,
War in Ukraine.
is that still going? Where
The
like,
fact that it took us like 17 votes to get a fucking Speaker of the House. The fact that somebody voted for Trump for Speaker of the House.
what?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
So McCarthy or whatever, which is hilariously ironic, is now
Wow.
the Speaker of the House. He's a Republican, but there's kind of a weird tie, and not all the Republicans are on board with McCarthy. So
Who's McCarthy?
there's
What does he look like?
he's like a white dude.
I
He's
don't-
literally a fucking. Well, you don't go outside. That's true though, right? There's a
Right.
billboard that showed him. He's just a fucking old white guy.
Well, some of them have distinct looks.
No.
Like Matt Gaetz has a distinct look.
No,
You know,
I mean, he's It's
whatever.
beside
It's
the
fine.
point.
It's fine.
The point is, when I last checked in, there were like 8. They had voted 8 times, and he had yet to get voted in. And then when I looked at the TV, all I could see was 200 votes for him, 200 votes against him, and 1 vote for Trump. And I was like, wait, what? And then, yeah, apparently some senator wrote Trump for...
He wants to be in his pocket when he gets elected again.
And there's just... You think that... The shit Iran's crazy. Shit America's crazy. They literally just are pushing forward like a House committee for like fair governmental controls. Basically, the Republicans believe that the government's censoring conservative viewpoints, which is not true. It's just not true. The government doesn't have that kind of power to censor a whole fucking known party's viewpoints. Not within the government, especially. They're not like, clearly you guys are in the majority right now. You're not actually the majority of America, but you're in the majority. So, like, clearly there isn't, like, some biases preventing you from ever gaining power in the electoral system. But they're, like, able to subpoena that fucking... Oh, my God. I'm stoned and I can't fucking remember the... Not the House Judiciary Committee. They could subpoena the... Not the Department of Defense. Fuck. Subpoena the people the people that, you know, persecute politicians, right?
Right.
Like I want to say not the district attorney, but the attorney general. You could subpoena the attorney general in any investigation of a political figure, even their own. Even somebody on the committee can subpoena to see their own investigation.
That's weird.
Which is not cool. The whole point of having a attorney general is to have somebody to check the rest of the to basically.
Is it checks and balances?
It's basically the public defender for all of us against the government.
Yeah.
These are people that this is a person that Merrick Garland. He was a Supreme Court candidate that Obama couldn't pass, but then I believe Biden appointed him attorney general, and he's the guy who went after Trump and the Mar-a-Lago stuff when Trump had classified documents.
Why is it taking so long with all the Trump shit right now?
What do you mean?
Because they're saying that he should be already in jail. Like,
well, I mean, it's a lot more difficult than you might think. There's sort of a political problem that comes with putting Trump in jail, in which there's a lot of people in America that do support Trump, and it does look fishy if you put him in jail right before a very important election.
yeah, still.
It's better to basically...
They're still investigating him.
Sure, but the attempt, I assume, is to make him so politically unappealing to even the people that fringe believed him. At the point that we can get enough evidence to make him so politically unappealing where he won't win an election, and hopefully he'll just die of old age.
He could win again just because he won last time,
problem
and I
is
believe
if Trump fucking dies...
He's a martyr.
Just in general, it's not even that he's a martyr. It's just we're just gonna have to hear about foul play for like years. Like if he has a heart attack because he's fat and unhealthy, like of course people will be like, no, they poisoned him, bro. They poisoned him.
Yeah. I mean,
Even though he's
how it
like
goes.
70 to 80 years old or whatever, he's like in that percentage of age where you're gonna die. Like if he gets elected, he could just die in the middle of his presidency.
I mean,
too.
Biden could die too. I mean,
Exactly. But if Biden dies, all the Democrats aren't going to scream foul play like the Republicans killed him. But if Trump dies over any reason ever, all we're going to have to hear about is up the Democrats.
You know,
the shadow government killed Trump because he was speaking truth to power.
You know, when Obama...
more like Obama, am I right?
Yeah. when he got voted in, when he got elected,
he wasn't even an American citizen.
The next day, I literally was nervous. Like, he's going to get shot. I really believed they were going to, like, assassinate him. No. And then once Trump got, like, well, dude, someone's going to assassinate him. And I'm proud that we haven't had any assassinations.
Well, in your lifetime.
Right. But I'm just saying, I thought, we live in
I mean, we have had assassinations in your lifetime, just not presidential assassinations.
Yeah.
Correct.
Tupac.
Biggie.
Did you?
But I mean, like the Kennedys.
Did you?
That was like one of the Kennedys has to have been in your lifetime, I believe.
No. JFK Jr. died in a crash. John.
Princess Diana?
That wasn't. Well, I don't know. There's some good documentaries about that. I don't know.
I don't believe that.
There's a documentary right now out about the Glee people that died. I want to watch that too. It's all like conspiracy shit. And then there's one, Crystal, I think, told me about Brittany Murphy, and I want to watch that too.
Who the fuck's that?
Brittany Murphy?
An actress from 8 Mile.
He's never seen 8 Mile.
I have seen 8 Mile. I just
Remember the Chicky Bones at his work?
It's the main girl that he's dating. Through
like
Is that her only role, though?
No, she was in Clueless. I don't know what else she was in.
She's in Just Married with Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher? Why do you say it?
I know.
Huh?
It's Kutcher.
Kutcher?
I'm just going to call him the Cooch. From
Cooch. I haven't heard cooch in a long time.
What's cooch?
Like coochie.
Oh, yeah. Nobody says that anymore.
Yeah. I haven't heard that.
You don't like the gooch?
The gooch.
The gooch is the spot between the ass and the cooch.
Yeah, the gooch is right below the cooch.
It's
I want hooters, pooters, and
then the
and
butthole,
cooters.
that's the pooch. Or
I get
the
it.
butthole.
The pooch. That's where barking spiders come from. You never heard that?
No.
That's what farts are. They're barking
I've
spiders.
heard a lot of different things. Cracking a rat. I've heard that.
But anyway, you were talking about this chick. There's a documentary about her. Why?
Because her death was really odd. She died weirdly of pneumonia, but also these certain drugs in her system were either sleeping pills or something like that. But then her husband died the exact same way, like 2 weeks later. It was just really trippy.
Why? Who would want him dead?
Dude, I don't know.
The shadow government that's gonna kill Trump.
People could just want. I mean, someone doesn't have to. Her mom doesn't have to like her and wants her dead. I don't know. But those things are really eerie and weird. Like same with, like I said, Glee. Like 3 of the people
I guess
died from Glee.
the Nancy Pelosi's husband was almost assassinated in her lifetime.
I didn't see that.
You didn't know he got attacked with by somebody beat him in the head with a hammer.
No,
They kept
that's
asking,
ballsy.
Where's Nancy?
That's ballsy with the
Yeah,
hammer.
that's how you should describe that.
Well, it's just like you're not going to. First of all, it's probably not going to succeed.
He's
like,
like an 80-year-old man.
And then you're not going to get away hitting someone with a hammer and like
Kingpin killed his dad with a hammer.
that's
to the
true.
head.
That's a good series too.
Yeah. I just started going back and watching them again. It's been a while.
Did you see you're talking about like lawsuits and bullshit that now movie trailers can't? I don't know if they can't have.
Are you talking about the YouTube channel that does the...
No.
I don't know what you're
that,
talking about then.
okay, that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Oh, they can't lie to you anymore?
Yeah. So does that mean some stuff in the trailer has to be in the movie?
Yeah, they can't
Because you know
do
how
the Hulk thing.
sometimes like you'll watch a trailer and not just the Hulk thing, but they just
Like the
edit
Fantastic Four thing?
like they'll just
Yes.
edit some stuff out because
Yes.
they didn't
I
have
assume
enough.
that would carry over, yes.
But because it was all about
Who brought this lawsuit up?
it was a couple. It's the girl from Knives Out, Anna de
Armas?
Yeah, God, she's hot.
To finish the thing.
Sorry, Donnie was giving me the
She
eyes.
is banging, though.
It's
her
weird.
First role,
'cause
she's like Colombian. Her first role, she couldn't even speak English.
it's so
She
weird
just learned it
watching her.
phonetically.
I was like, me and Donnie were like, yeah, this is a good looking girl or whatever, and that's it. But it's like I didn't know she had this huge following. Like guys love this chick. She's just Marilyn Monroe.
She's
Oh my
the
god,
female Ryan Gosling.
yeah, Marilyn Monroe. Really weird movie. She has a blowjob scene in it, and it's really awkward because it's just the frame of her holding the piece, but she's not probably holding anything. But her eyes moving back and forth. But she goes at it for about 5 minutes, and it's monologued over.
But
it.
you only see her eyes?
Yeah, it's JFK getting blown,
Nice.
and then she hooks up with 2 dudes in it too, butt naked and stuff. It's weird. But anyways,
Oh, really?
she was.
Wow.
Let me put that on.
I know.
Netflix
Palm
list.
Pilot that bitch. Yeah.
She was in the trailer for Yesterday, the movie about the Indian guy that wakes up and he's like the creator of the Beatles or
Yeah,
whatever.
they had the Beatles don't exist in that universe.
Right. So she was in the trailer. The big fans of her, a couple, I guess, were mad about it that she wasn't in the movie. So they brought it to court, and it actually went for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, I think. And they finally they won, and now movies can't. So Marvel's like, fuck.
That's not the end of the road, technically. Because Marvel could still do it and then have somebody sue them and then take it to a higher court.
Do you think they're going to do that, though?
They could. They have infinite resources. They might as well
'Cause
settle
how-
this problem now.
How many movies do they hide characters?
Who
and-
fucking knows? How many times do they have
Change.
scenes that just don't make it in the movie?
Well, that's the bigger thing to me is that sometimes you cut it out eventually. You're like, oh, I only saw that in the trailer, and they're like, oh, I forgot this scene or this line
We'll
was
just
out.
tack
of
them
the
onto the end of every fucking movie. They'll just throw a bunch of random, incoherent scenes in.
Yeah, it makes no sense. They just throw it out there. But yeah, I don't. It's just weird. I don't. I guess if I
It's not the end of the fucking world, dude. So there's way more bigger issues to worry about than what
I don't
Marvel
know.
could lie
It
to
took
us in
it took
trailers.
them.
Did you see they're gonna cast Adam Driver in Fantastic Four.
That's a rumor.
We'll see.
I'd rather him as Doctor Doom than Reed Richards.
Adam Driver. I don't want him in the fucking MCU is already going downhill, but I don't.
You're
want,
fucking high.
I don't want fucking Adam Driver in
Do you
it.
not like Adam Driver?
I mean, movies wise, I would say that the last couple movies haven't been great.
This whole phase.
Black Panther,
people
Thor.
I like both of those.
Donnie, you saying you don't like black people?
Not directly.
I love everybody.
I think Wakanda Forever did really well. Maybe it's because I had low expectations because I was worried about no Black Panther, but
What did you like about Wakanda Forever?
it was just a decent movie.
That doesn't tell me anything at all.
I think it was really smart, the balance. It was kind of like a mirror watching the Namor story against the Wakanda story.
Wakanda story was just we're sad about him
No,
dying.
I'm talking about their history. Next to their history, it was very mirrored.
Yeah,
like
they touch
both-
on that for like 2 seconds.
But yeah, but if you pay attention through it, it is very
I
much.
did pay attention to it.
But also, yeah, Namor was really good. I think, like I told everybody, if what's her name, Riri wasn't needed, but they're just setting her up for a TV show.
Riri?
Yeah, Shuri. I
Did
know
you
it's such
see
a
it?
weird name.
What?
Did you see Black
Yes,
Panther?
I did see Black
And what did you think?
It was all right.
Shuri, if she didn't have that vengeance story,
That was her entire story.
right? But if they didn't do that with, okay, she's Black Panther, right? They could have just made her Black Panther. But her having that,
You should have made her dad visit her at some point.
I think Killmonger.
That
made
was an
sense.
interesting part of the movie when she
Killmonger
saw
made sense
when
because
she saw Killmonger.
It shows that she's not.
I'm Michael B. Jordan.
Well, it
Why
was
did-
a
why
I
did
the
she see
actual
Killmonger?
Killmonger here.
because she wasn't in the right state of place.
She was after revenge.
She was looking for revenge and all that. So it showed that's why she thought she was going to see her brother and she didn't, or her dad.
Which I did appreciate the restraint from doing that.
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan of bringing dead actors back to life.
What do you think they would have CGI'd him?
I certainly hope not.
Well,
No,
they could have.
that would have killed the entire movie. Honestly,
They could have motion.
unless
captured him.
I mean they would have to make it look really good. And I'm not even saying they should do that, but if it's gonna be another Luke Skywalker,
I just
then
thought they should recast. Him.
definitely don't fucking do it. What?
I just thought they should recast.
No,
him.
Grand Moff Tarkin is worse.
Yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin was pretty bad.
I think they're both bad.
And the Leia.
I actually disagree. I thought Luke Skywalker looked pretty
No,
fucking bad.
The problem was the ADR.
It looked
was
like,
awful on it.
Like you remember, I don't know if you remember, but if you play PlayStation 1 games and then they would have like a cinematic cutscene.
Yes,
that, like,
it's,
looked really good for the time,
oh
but
my
it's
God,
literally
what's it
just
called?
a movie, a computer
Yeah,
generated.
I have a PS1. I have Tekken for it. I know exactly what you're talking
Nice,
about.
yeah. To me, it looked like that. That's what Luke Skywalker looked like a really good cutscene from
I
1999.
mean, he had some scenes that
There's
look
a
better.
name of it. There's a name for it. I can't
for the
remember.
cutscenes.
For that style.
Yeah,
When he's outside with Grogu, I thought he looked better than when he was in the.
he did. Those scenes did look better, except when his
But that
mouth,
was- that
when his
was the
mouth
follow
moves,
season.
which is
The ADR was bad. The voiceover.
Well, you
was
can
bad.
tell they cut so many times to not show
Show
him
his face when he's,
his
like,
face when he's
jumping.
talking and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
yeah. It looks bad when he's talking.
I hate that. That's one of my least favorite things when the audio, because of ADR, which is like the voiceover thing when they match up. Because obviously Mark Hamill's doing the voice lines, and they're just putting his face on somebody else. But when the audio from that person's voice is clearer than anybody else's voice,
Yeah.
it just throws you.
Did you watch
off.
Andor? No, I wish somebody did so I could get
I started watching
else's,
Prison Break.
somebody else's opinion. I wish one of you guys would watch it so I can hear your opinion because everybody in the world seems to like it, save for the majority of people in the world seem to really, really like it. To me, I couldn't dislike it more. I
heard it was
really
boring.
It put me to sleep. I made it through the entire show
people go,
only
see,
because
you went to sleep.
only
You didn't
because
get to watch it.
Ian he would have me come over every week to watch it, so that kept me kind of watching it. And I mean, I could go through the whole story. I try to be quick, but like the first 2 episodes were one long pilot, which every episode is 40 minutes. It's 12 episodes long. That's too fucking long for how boring the show is. That's 10 hours of fucking. That's too much, dude.
See, but most shows are like that. That's why people
It
felt
started
like
off
She-Hulk
bad.
was
The
too short.
first 5 minutes of the first episode was cool because it felt like Blade Runner, which is a weird vibe for Star Wars. But I was like, oh, that's kind of cool because it's just a serious show. There's no this show is all serious. There's no jokes. It's trying to be dead serious, like Netflix drama
I
or
feel
something.
like that's not
but
Star
for how
Wars, though.
no, I don't care. That's fine if you're gonna go with that tone. The characters were bad. There's no good characters. The plot was boring, and the dialogue was fucking garbage. And there was too much shit that didn't need to be in there. But anyways, what I'm getting at is the first 2 episodes were boring. The third episode picked up a lot, and I was like, oh shit, it's gonna get good now. I fucking like made it through the long 2-episode pilot, and something's happening, and it went right back into the shitter. And the next episode, he meets all these new people on a new planet, and it was 40 minutes of all the 5-6 people he just met going, who is this? I don't trust him, for 40 minutes. And then every episode, was pretty much bad after that. I got to the last episode, dude. I watched the last season finale. Shut it off. I couldn't get through a 40-minute episode. That's how bad the show was.
See, but people that would argue against you that think it was amazing.
I know. I read all these comments on Facebook, and I got into an argument.
You shut it off.
I got into an argument on Facebook, and like
with who?
So I just made one comment, and then somebody comes back. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? And my entire argument, I don't care. I already gave you my argument. It's like, dude, it's for how serious the tone is. There's no good characters. Andor is boring. He's the main character. He's fucking garbage. You know what I mean? The best character is what's his face, Lucian, whatever his name is. He's the Stellan Skarsgård, which he's a great actor.
Oh yeah.
And he's not in the show at all. He's in a couple episodes here and there for a few minutes. But he's the best character, so that's unfortunate. There's no good characters. A boring plot. And the dialogue is terrible.
I mean, because this is before
they're trying to overthrow the Empire one little thing at a time, and Andor starts out just on his own, trying to do like these little things here or there.
Rebels, bro.
And then Lucian, the guy.
Rebels is good.
No, it's not.
Anyways,
sorry.
And they have characters, really good characters.
But
even if you hate all the characters, you would at least like Chopper.
My whole
people
point
least like
is
Chopper.
He's a fucking robot, bro.
It's just a bad
asshole. He's funny.
It's just a bad show, whether it's Star Wars or not. I think it's a bad Star Wars show, but I also just think it's bad TV because it's boring. And at the end of the day, Star Wars or not Star Wars,
and they're gonna get another season. It's already
greenlit. Yes.
Yeah, because
it was greenlit before.
Long time ago. Yeah,
before the first
they're
season
gonna
started.
break it in 2 parts.
But Star Wars or not Star Wars, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. And if it puts me to sleep, then it's a bad show. It's not even serving its basic fucking purpose of entertaining me and keeping me awake. And it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars as much as anybody, and this is the worst show I've ever seen.
Well,
worse than Boba. No, I want everybody listening, the 5 people to hear this. Worse than Boba Fett. Worse than fucking. What was the other one?
I didn't dislike Boba Fett.
Worse than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan, I didn't care that much.
I'd rather watch Obi-Wan Kenobi on an island by myself for the rest of my life than watch one episode of Andor right now.
Why gotta be on an island?
I'm just giving
Obi-Wan,
you. I'm just giving you the depth of my opinion, the scope of my opinion. What's that?
Obi-Wan had highlights, like
the last 5 minutes of the last episode. That's not exactly highlight, but it was very good. I did like that.
But yeah,
what's his name? Like goofy as hell in it. Christian, Christensen.
Oh,
because he's old, but he's trying to play old. He's trying to play young Anakin. And his face is all chubby and shit. There's like there's memes of it. You seen the memes where he's like smiling and shit? He looked super goofy.
He couldn't get slimmed down for the role, I guess, in his face.
And they focused too much on the girl.
I just don't
and
think
she had a very stupid and confusing storyline as far as her motivations.
Leia?
No, the black girl.
Reva?
Yeah.
God, yeah. They fucked her all up. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It was really stupid. She could have been good. It could have been a good story.
It could have, but it was her entire story and motivations were very convoluted. Obviously, she's trying to get back at Darth.
It was only worth it to watch the scenes with Darth Vader, in my opinion.
The last 5 minutes of the last episode.
Well,
the climax.
There's other scenes with Vader.
I got you. There were, yeah.
And he's dragging him through the flame.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree.
Spaceship.
Those were good, but that's very few and far between.
I thought Leia was good. The girl who played Leia. I thought she did a good job.
Yeah, I'd take her or leave her.
Yeah,
I think the idea,
I like Jimmy Smits was in it. That's cool.
When I read
he's in it for like 5 minutes.
What it was about, I thought it was going to be fucking Obi-Wan as Taken. I thought it was going to be him hunting down through people trying to find this little
That's
girl.
not really his character. He's not quite like
for Leia. I could see him. I'm not saying that he has to be brutal.
But he breaking people's necks and shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
For people are saying that Andor is better than Mandalorian. I'm just like, to all those people, anybody who has that opinion, dude, I can't trust anything you ever say.
First season of Mandalorian is
every season though. It's 2 seasons, but second season.
It's like, but
It's
the
been a
thing
minute
is,
since I
Mandalorian's
watched
like
it.
as Star Wars as it gets, right? Because he's in a different planet, a different environment, different aliens, different.
But it's as far as somebody's take on Star Wars in our present day Star Wars, it's the best we have.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People trying to make movies and shows.
Does Andor make Rogue One worse or better?
Rogue One.
I didn't like Rogue One. People
Are you
think I'm
glad he's
crazy.
dead now?
People think I'm crazy for not liking Rogue One.
talked about it.
Maybe I have to watch it
My
again.
my theory is that the Disney whoever executives are afraid to make a new character that nobody's familiar with. Even though Rogue One was that, and I think Rogue One's a fucking great movie, but they're just
But the
looking.
characters didn't outlive their stay.
Why?
But
why
they're
is
looking
it a
at- they're
great-
try-
why is it a great movie?
Because it's just a Star Wars story. It's Rogue One, a Star Wars
okay.
story.
It has everything that Andor doesn't. It has a good story, good casting, good actors, good dialogue, and it's a great movie. And as far as Star Wars go, it has action. It has the space battle.
I really
it
like the
has,
cinematography of it when they're like running through the beach.
it's
very
it's
World War II
it's
esque.
it's a fucking dope movie, dude. It has everything that Andor
Didn't
doesn't.
like it I
Because-
because you're dumb.
Yeah.
No, everyone likes Andor and you don't.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay,
it's
fair
the way
enough.
it is.
Fair enough.
Donnie's dumb too.
I am dumb.
I'm dumb too. No,
But what I was gonna say is I think Disney's just afraid to do new
something
Star Wars characters, so they're
They
looking
fucked up the last time they did.
exactly. So now they're just gun shy,
they're
especially
going,
about
they're going back to them. I heard. That's what I've heard.
every time
There's like a new fucking report every
I
3
know,
seconds.
but every time
for
a
it.
new season of Mandalorian comes out, I'm like, I wish there's only been 2. I know.
Who are they gonna bring back now?
I'm just like, please don't reference these movies ever. Like, just do not do it. Don't even reference like, oh, fucking Kylo or whatever the fuck. I think they're just scared to do new characters, and I think they just looking like, who's a cool character that people can latch onto, and we can make a whole fucking series about.
They
Fucking
need to
Andor.
go back. They need to go backwards instead of forwards. They need to make like
Oh yeah, I agree. That's what they're gonna do with
millions
Acolyte.
of years.
That's what they're gonna do with
back.
Acolyte. So I'm interested to see Acolyte. But I
Then
said
you can
that
do whatever the fuck you want.
I said that
right?
to fucking Ian, and he said that's Kathleen Kennedy's like baby, that she's like really involved in it. So we'll see how that turns out. But just the time period.
well, I'm glad we're not getting Patty Jenkins
Oh, the
X-wing one or whatever.
Rogue Squadron or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I
Her
don't.
dad's a pilot.
I know. I don't like the flying parts. I know Donnie does.
It's a part of Star Wars. You know.
I just never care for the dog fights in the air and all
You like
that.
the sword fights.
I like the creatures and stuff, the lores and all that. Like I'm interested when Donnie's like, oh, this guy, his background is this, and he's this kind of character and creature, and it's like, damn, they
Yeah,
really
but
wrote out.
They
each
have a
character.
whole Rogue Squadron book series, and like I maybe read a little bit of one of them. I haven't read them all, but it's a whole. Those characters have stories within, like trying to come up as a pilot. Like there's stories behind it. It's never really been explored on a screen.
I don't know. I mean, you can only. I don't know if people are gonna get fatigued with Marvel, Star Wars, all this stuff. Right now,
Star Wars is in the shitter, dude. Like even more so than I said Marvel. I don't think Marvel's in the shitter, but I didn't think their last couple movies were great. The shows I think have been pretty. Actually, Moon Knight wasn't that great.
what?
No,
I picked Moon Knight as my favorite.
Wrong.
My favorite.
You liked
TV.
it?
I loved that. That's
Yeah, you're crazy. Moon Knight was my TV
I didn't
show
think
of the year.
Okay, hear me out. I don't think it's bad, but I'm never gonna go back and watch it.
Oh, 100%.
That's to me. That's a watermark for me.
For you.
Watermark.
A watermark, like the bar. That's the
okay.
one of the bars as far as the show. How good is the show? Are you gonna watch it again ever? Me? No, not for Moon Knight.
100%. I'll watch that again. It's just there's so much for me to watch right now. I really want to go back to Wednesday. I loved Wednesday. It was really
Wednesday was
Castlevania.
good.
Wednesday was really fun. Huh?
You never finished Castlevania.
I haven't finished Castlevania. I haven't finished a lot of things. Right now I'm watching Willow. A lot of people hate Willow. I think it's fine. The only weird thing is they put real music in Willow, and that's
I don't know
really
what that
weird.
is.
Like bands and shit.
It's
What's Willow?
what?
What are you talking about?
You don't know the movie Willow?
You made me watch it, and you didn't make this fucking guy watch it.
No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a movie with the little guy.
From Star Wars, the Ewok guy.
You got to give me more than that.
I can't really explain it.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, what about it?
He was in a. Is it Jim Henson? No,
It's George Lucas.
George Lucas. It's a fantasy movie from like 1989.
It ain't like with the.
It was
where
right-
he's
it
like
was-
the main character. He's like the little guy, and
He's
then
Willow Offgood.
it didn't do much for me. Ernie loves it. It's a cult classic. People love it, but
they
it didn't
find
do-
a baby.
It didn't do much for me.
So they made a TV show.
Yes, it finally came.
What kind of music is it? Like pop music? Is it like House
No,
of the Rising
it
Sun?
fucking
Classic rock.
It's not. It's a weird. You know Princess Bride, right?
Yeah,
So imagine Princess Bride getting like
he's
real
in that movie
music.
too. No, he's not.
I don't think so. He's not. No, he's not. But imagine like them adding it to that. So that's the weird thing, but it's way updated in this. But they played like Enter the Sandman comes on, but it's a remake though.
That sounds lame, and that sounds lamer.
But
if it's a
it
remake.
fits with like the scene though. I won't lie to you. They played Black Hole Sun played, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm telling Crystal like they're using like real fucking like popular songs and Willow. It feels weird. But I like this series. A lot of people don't like it because they're saying, "Oh, this isn't the right fantasy and stuff." It follows his future, so that's what I like. In the story of the girl, you'd have to know the movie to understand it. But I don't know. Me and Crystal are really enjoying it right now. That's really what I've been watching when we get a chance. She's put Game of Thrones on pause. She was saying the other day we need to watch more of it. I've seen the whole of Game of Thrones. She's trying to watch it. It just sucks. There's just too many things to watch.
So that's House of Dragons.
Is that worth watching?
Yeah,
House of
Dragons are great.
Did they win anything at the Golden Globes?
I don't. Why do I give a fuck?
They were just. It was just yesterday or the day
I
before.
don't care. That
I heard
awards,
something with
eh?
Brendan Fraser happened.
He
He was gonna get one, and then he got
he
it.
boycotted.
He boycotted it. Yeah.
He's like, because I'm not.
But
a
he was gonna
hypocrite.
get. Yeah.
I don't
He was
know.
gonna get. I think he was gonna get a Golden Globe, and then
for
they-
the whale.
Yeah, and then they retracted it.
That's weird. So he was gonna get it. They retracted it. Then he boycotted it,
I think.
or he boycotted it and then they took it away.
Yeah. But he must have said something. I don't think they would do that just for him boycotting it.
All
Why
I
did he
saw.
boycott it?
All I saw.
I don't know. We could read about it.
All I saw was he said my mom didn't raise a hypocrite. So I don't know exactly what that means. I know they said he was amazing and he had nomination for it, the best actor or an actor in a drama motion. They say in The Whale he's really fucking good.
What is he a whale for?
He's just a big fat.
He's an
dude, but
overweight
that's the story.
person with like an eating problem who's trying to get back in touch with his estranged daughter.
Damn.
before he
Did you
died.
read the back of the
Before
fucking
he
DVD?
dies. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it says.
It says he lost the Golden Globe on Tuesday night for the performance of The Whale. He was being out by the trophy for the Elvis guy. People cannot stand the guy because he's trying to talk like Elvis now all the time.
I know they just had a actors roundtable. You ever watch those?
Yeah, they're really dope.
And it's
I haven't watched them fully though. But
Adam Sandler, it's the Elvis guy, it's Kang, and then this British guy who was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then Brendan Fraser.
Who was he in Hitchhiker's Guide?
The old guy who like
Oh, the guy who builds all the planets and shit.
so
See, that's a movie I've seen a shit ton of times.
so
yeah, I love that
Oh,
movie.
he's fucking great.
Fraser famously declined to
They should redo it or do a series,
to
even though that one's fine. Sorry, what?
He declined to attend the event after he accused the organization's former president, Philip Beck, of groping him in 2003.
Okay.
So,
Good for Brendan Fraser then.
He's like he's the new Terry Crews.
Terry Crews was really
Brendan
weird
Fraser's
about
life's all fucked.
What's that?
Brendan's life got fucked up.
Terry Crews?
No,
Brendan
Brendan
Fraser.
Oh,
He like got divorced for like
And then he gained
everything
all
he's
that
worth.
weight and-
Well, he had a back problem, and then he couldn't really deal with that, so he gained a bunch of weight and stopped acting. And he got like super injured on like the Mummy 2, Mummy 3, or whatever.
He's down for another mummy. He's like, I'm not working right now. He like literally goes, I'm not working.
he would
right
have
now.
to lose some weight because
He has to.
Yeah.
But that'd be probably good for him to lose weight. And
Well,
But I mean,
of course
he's
it'd
gonna
be
come back.
good for him.
Right?
but-
He's Robot Man, and
well, he's been Robot Man for a minute.
yeah. But I mean, like that was like a big comeback role for him, and then
Everyone has said that show's amazing. And
people
I've
just fucking love Brendan Fraser.
well, I
Have
mean,
you
who
ever
doesn't?
watched it?
Doom
no.
Patrol?
Doom Patrol? No.
Flux Metallo's in it.
A lot of people are in it. I've
I'm
heard.
interested in it because it just Doom Patrol is just weird, and I like weird shit. But it's also in like 5th season now.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's just weird that it's still going.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure Gunn
me
getting
Is
able
that
to
a
pull that plug
CW
on
one?
that.
No,
I don't think so. It's like
Is any of the CW shows still going?
I think it's just HBO.
yeah. I think Green Arrow I think is done, but I think
Titans?
Flash is still going.
Fuck
Titans
Batman.
is not CW though.
Oh.
Fuck Batman.
Yeah, I don't know. Like me and Logan saw that on. I think it was.
Dude, turn your fucking phone on
think,
silent.
I think it was on HBO. And we saw a picture of it, like to watch it, and then he's like, "Is that? Do you think it's good?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I kind of want to watch it because Red Hood's in it and stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Again, it's another thing that on my list. They're lucky that.
Who knows what the fuck DC's doing right now?
Well, those all seem like you could just watch and they're separate
I
from
guess.
everything. Don't have to
Wow.
worry about whatever. I was
Until
watching.
Ezra Miller shows up in the Flash.
I was watching Shazam the other day, and I was like,
When
"God,
does Flash
this movie
come
was
out?
so good." And this bad guy was supposed to be
It'll
Black
never come
Adam.
out.
I thought it was supposed to come out this year.
What?
Flash.
What did you watch again? Shazam?
Shazam. And I was like, "Wow, this villain's supposed to be Black Adam." Clearly,
Yeah.
because he wants his power. And
When's that come out?
Shazam 2?
Shazam? They pushed it back. It is in a couple months.
Kind of want to watch the first one again.
But they said they're gonna do. He's been very. Zach Levy's been really up their ass at DC and kissing up to them. So I think he's staying around. But I heard there's going to be reshoots. So I heard Wonder Woman was in it before on the leak details because he dies supposedly, and Wonder Woman comes and resurrects him somehow. I'm guessing if Gal Gadot's gone, they have to get rid of that.
Gal Gadot.
Gadot, sorry,
Why would she be gone?
because
She get canceled.
Is what's
Gunn
his face
is-
recasting
Gunn is-
the whole fucking
Gunn's cleaning up everything because
Yeah.
you can't really reboot something and be like, oh, this is the new world, and then bring only a few people.
Honestly, I'm fine with them recasting the entire Justice League.
Yes, and they're saying that Ezra Miller may stay.
Actually, I think they should. That's insane.
Yeah, they're
But-
saying he may stay, and the only reason why I think that is because they don't want to can the Flash movie, and he fixes everything, and he's the only one left in the new
They
future.
should bring back. I still think they should bring back Homie
Homie?
Grant.
The CW dude?
Yeah. Well, I
He's-
like it
he's
better than
decent.
Ezra as the Flash.
What's his name now? She was a girl, now she's a guy.
She's a girl now.
He's a she. She's a she.
I'm gonna give you a second to like, figure out how to say that without offending.
I'm trying to think of her name right now. Elliot Page. He said that he's open to be the Flash because people were campaigning.
So
for that.
James Gunn's in charge of DC now, or what?
Yes, he's the Kevin Feige. Him and some other guy.
Why do you say
And
that?
then what's their first movie gonna be?
He hasn't announced anything yet.
Oh.
He's gonna announce. He's writing a TV series right now, but people are mad because the Snyderverse people, they want Netflix to buy the Snyderverse and to keep it going on Netflix, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That is stupid.
But they're mad that it sounds like he's keeping the Suicide Squad within the story and Peacemaker within the
You
story.
can go see Oppenheimer.
I don't know what that is, but that I know who that is. That sounds interesting.
It's the next Christopher Nolan movie.
About Oppenheimer.
It's the guy from Peaky Blinders is playing Oppenheimer.
Scarecrow.
Yes,
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
What is it about?
Oppenheimer.
I don't know who that is.
J. Edgar.
No,
Edgar
that you think
Allan?
of J. Edgar Hoover is what you're thinking.
What's the Oppenheimer's
of.
name? It's J something, isn't it?
I believe so.
Jay Z.
Alan?
Hove.
No, that's other.
We got the Rock in here.
That's UFO dude.
There's a UFO dude.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer's the guy who created the nuclear bomb
So why do we need a movie about him?
because he's really important on the effect on the entire the creation of the nuclear bomb revolutionized how the world works.
Yeah.
The invention of the nuclear bomb, and nobody wants to face it. The invention of the nuclear bomb ushered in an age of peace unlike the world has ever seen before.
Would you elaborate?
We go to war a lot less for threat of
Just
nuclear
'cause people
terror.
are like-
we don't go to war with Russia. We're not going to go to direct war with Russia or direct war with China, because it's mutually assured
did you just say
destruction.
China?
China.
The China.
Not the country, the wrestler.
Oh yeah, she had a porn. One Night in China. Dude, it's so bad.
Ant-Man's February 17th.
That's what I'm aiming to go see. I'm hoping.
Cocaine Bear is February 24th.
Fuck that. I'm so mad.
Why?
Because when we heard that story at the shop, we were like, dude, we need to do something with this. And I was like, let's make a board game off this. And I remember talking to a few people, and they're like, you could probably get the rights to it. And we're like, dude, let's totally do it. And then it went away. Because no one has drive.
March is Creed 3, Scream 6, Shazam, John Wick Chapter 4.
What? Number 4
And
already?
Dungeons and Dragons.
When is that?
March.
Shit. That's a horse of a different color. That's a good ass month. A lot of stuff. I'm not really big on Dungeons and Dragons, but is Declan hitting you up with the smoke?
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you want it?
No, I'm just coughing.
You want
Evil Dead Rise in April.
I don't like Evil. I don't say I don't like. I've never watched Evil Dead. That's like a cold classic.
May is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, we got a while. Guardians looks really good. Ant-Man looks really good. Did you see the newest trailer? Ant-Man? Yeah, you said that. They're not killing Hank Pym. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. People keep thinking it, or I'm sorry, Scott Lang.
Because
It's too obvious. Same with Rocket. It's way too obvious.
Yeah, May 5th is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Damn, a lot of stuff's gonna start hitting.
And The
fast.
Little Mermaid on May 26th.
Is the importance of Kang in the Marvel Universe, if I just watch the last episode of Loki, will I get all the information I need?
It's better to have.
Holy shit!
I think
June's
it's
gonna be crazy.
I think it's better to dig into it.
But I mean, as far as Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I think that's about. I mean, what else is there really?
That's
to
what I'm
tell?
asking.
Yeah.
You know.
June is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Pixar's Element, which is their new animated movie, Flash, and then Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Dude, do you really think Indiana Jones is gonna be something? Come on.
Is Shia LaBeouf in it?
Only LaBeouf is in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Oppenheimer comes out in July, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes out.
Oh
in
God, have you seen the art for that?
Mutant Mayhem.
Oh,
Is that like number
The
30
Meg
or something?
it's the
Ooh.
Seth Rogen one. I was really excited for it because
Is that different than the ones that just came out?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's a
reboot?
Blue
Yeah, it's a
Beetle
cartoon.
on
But
Seth
Seth
Oh, it's
Rogen.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Like cartoon.
Yeah.
Not 3D.
no,
And it's gonna be in the theaters.
yeah.
That's weird as fuck.
It's weird that Seth Rogen's pushing this out.
You don't think it's gonna be good?
Who knows? But the looks are dumb again. They put Donnie in glasses again.
What
Like
is
he's
the
in there.
animation whack or what?
We've only seen pictures so far. Mikey has braces. It's like
I haven't heard about half these movies. Fucking Blue Beetle on August 18th.
that's a long.
I'm down to go
way.
see that. Is it still that kid? That kid?
Mexican kid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaime.
That sounds tight.
Oh, the kid from Cobra Kai.
Yep.
Right.
The Expendables 4.
Expendables is not beyond 4 yet.
No.
Expendables is
Craven the
fine.
Hunter on October 6th.
Expendables is fine if you just go know that you're watching a
I'm
dumbass movie.
Yeah, but I'm not like.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's hella good.
Dune Part 2 in November.
Dune. Oh, Dune. God damn, is it really that time then?
Yeah,
It's been that long.
It's
The
been,
Hunger Games
It came out.
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Do we need more Hunger Games?
I
I
thought
thought the books were done.
Yeah, I thought we ran out of books.
Cash Cow.
That's a good movie.
And then
Cash Cow.
we're getting the Dark Twisted Wonka Origins in December.
What?
You didn't hear about this? They're making a Joker movie, but it's Wonka. It's literally just called Wonka.
What?
Oh, you know what I was gonna see is that Winnie the Pooh movie.
You wanted the horror one?
Yeah,
You
I'm
want-
just interesting. I'm not into horror, but
I want to
I
see
did
the
just-
one with Nicolas Cage. I don't know if it. I think it already came
Ghostbusters
out.
2 Afterlife and Aquaman are also in
Dude,
December.
Afterlife was so good. I just
Aquaman?
watched that recently.
Yeah.
like Momoa Aquaman.
Those are the last two they have to release.
What? Beetle and
Flash.
Oh, not Beetle.
Flash.
Too. Flash.
Flash and-
Beetle's
Beetle
gonna
and
is
Aquaman.
Beetle Snyderverse?
I don't know.
Oh,
People thought they were going to cancel it once they started canceling everything, but they're saying
Booster Gold.
don't worry about Blue Beetle. He's more he's obsessed with like Guardians. He's obsessed with like obscure people. Like Lobo, he's mentioned.
but this isn't James Gunn Blue Beetle.
No, not at all. So I don't know.
I don't know. It still sounds like it could be cool.
Yeah.
Jaime.
On that note, I'll wrap it up here. We talked a little bit of everything, and we gave you guys some movie stuff, which should be on the Best There Is podcast. But Ryan has a lot of stuff
Packed.
He has so many things for us to talk about. It's a lot of Marvel stuff is getting talked about. So big thing is Doctor Strange Academy, which I can't wait to talk about.
Is that a video game?
Huh?
What's that?
Strange Academy is a comic that came out a couple years back, where like all the magic people go to school basically, but they're saying they're gonna probably do it with Wong, and like how he's at, what's it called, his place? Kamatage. Wong will be there training people, and Miss America will be in it. It's gonna be a TV series supposedly. So I'm excited to talk about the possibilities. And Ryan knows a lot more than that. Than I do. But anyways, that is it. Thank you guys, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.